What's happening, people? We're back again from San Diego once again also with episode 20 of Chattin with Paddy The Baddy. So, introduce my latest guest. It is Angela Hill. How about to introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey guys, I'm Angela Hill. I'm also a UFC fighter. Strawweight division. I think I'm like
I was about to say, you're ranked, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're doing better than me.
Hey, you're on your way up there, though, man. You're on your way up there. Ranking doesn't pay the bills, so that's all
you've got a number. You've got a number. I've still got a good few fights to go before I get mine.
Yeah,
but we'll get there. We'll get there.
You're on your way, for sure.
Therefore, so obviously you're in the UFC, but how did you get into MMA? Because it's like a woman's path into the sport is a lot different from a man's path into the sport.
Yeah, I think a lot of the girls have kind of a similar story from mine. Like, I just wanted to get in shape, and all the other workouts were really boring to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like doing, like, Zumba or, like, Pilates or whatever. And then my first Muay Thai class, because people were like, oh, you should try, like, self-defense or something like that. And I tried my first Muay Thai class with my husband, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And we both did. And we actually had, like, an Aussie instructor, like, Aussie crew.
Yeah.
Brandon Levi, Evolution Muay Thai. And he, just, like, how funny he was, kept us coming back.
Yeah, helped just keep going.
Yeah, because my husband's Scottish, so, like, it's weird being in New York, and everyone makes fun of your accents, so he, like, kind of bonded by having weird accents, too.
Well, since I've been here, all everyone's asked me is, are you Irish?
Yeah, there you go.
All I've had is, are you Irish? Someone in 540 asked me the other day, they were like, rugby. And I was like, no, what do you mean? And he went, oh, Ireland played Japan last night. I was like, lad, I'm not Irish. Everyone keeps asking me if I'm Irish. Oh, it's mad. Yeah. But where are you from originally?
I'm from Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like near DC, Washington DC.
Yeah, I was talking about this with Jake. In like America, it's just normal to move to somewhere else, isn't it? Like in the UK, it's not that often. Know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if people are going to live somewhere else, 9 times out of 10 they're going to live in a different country. But there's that many options in America that.
Yeah, there's so many. It's so big.
Yeah.
Like when I first visited him in Scotland, I was amazed that it was like, it would be the same as driving from Maryland to Florida to drive from like Scotland to France or something like that. I don't know. It was something ridiculous, but I didn't realize, because when you look at the map, you don't realize how big America is compared to like Britain.
Oh no, I think Britain would fit into America about 100 times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's scary.
I had no idea.
When we're travelling places in the car, like the last few weeks, Graham's been like a soccer dad. You know what I mean? I can't drive, so Graham's just been driving me to all my sessions and that. You know what I mean? So, like Graham's like, oh, it's only a 2-hour drive, and I'm like, only a 2-hour drive?
Yeah.
A 2-hour drive from Liverpool's like past Birmingham.
Yeah, you end up in another country.
Yeah, you could end up in another country. You're in different cities. But in America, the place is just so big. Like, I can't get over how big San Diego is.
Yeah.
And it's not even as if it's one of the biggest cities either. Like, I can't get over the sheer size of the place.
Yeah. You should visit New York. Oh, you did visit New York.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, how was that?
We're going back to New York as well this weekend.
Oh, nice.
It's good. It's got nothing on San Diego though, has it?
What's that?
Like, San Diego's much better than New York.
It's different. Like, I lived there for like 10 years, so it has a special place in my heart. But San Diego is just like so spacious and so nice and chill, and the weather's better, and it's not dirty.
When we visited, that's something I noticed in New York. Like, the rubbish just gets pushed on the side, doesn't it? Big bags of rubbish, and you're just like, what's going on there? Like, you don't see that anywhere else, do you? That's one of a kind, that.
Yeah, the worst is when like the garbage people go on strike or something, and then it just piles up. Or if there's a blizzard, and then everything just starts piling up, and then it gets snow on top of it, and then the snow turns black, and then it starts piling up more. New York's a rough place, but yeah, it definitely has its charm.
Like, when I think of New York, I think it's so similar to London, like the capital of the UK. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's just in a rush to get everywhere. No one's got like any time for anyone else to just like pushing past you to get on the subway and stuff like that, and the underground. So, I don't like London. So I don't think I could live in New York. You know, I just don't think I could do it. I'd end up biting someone's head off, getting on, because I can't drive, getting on some form of public transport. I'd end up arguing with someone. Just without even realising.
Did you get in any fights in New York?
No, never. Like that, with the hair, people wouldn't probably try and fight me just because I look like a stupid child.
Oh, yeah. I bet they would just try to give you directions.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they try to help you out.
Everyone looks at me and think, oh, he's about 15, where's his mum?
Yeah.
That's how people look at me and think.
You can't go into bars.
Yeah, so everywhere you go, you get ID'd.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say that's a compliment, but no, it's annoying.
How old are you now, though?
26.
Ah, you're still baby.
Yeah, I'm still getting ID'd. I'm 27 in like 7 weeks or something, and I'll still be getting ID'd for another few years. I know I will.
Yeah. You're gonna be getting ID'd like until you're pretty old.
Yeah, I reckon I am, especially in America when we.
Especially if you keep that haircut.
Yeah, of course. I always say I look like the people who sang Bob Hanson.
Who? Oh yeah, Hanson.
Them,
yes,
I always say I look like them.
Yes.
And people say I look like all
I think
sorts.
I probably tweeted that before.
Fell to that, you know.
Yeah.
So we got off subject there, but when tell everyone when's your next fight and who your opponent is and stuff like that.
I'm fighting December 18th against Amanda Lemos.
That was being so funny then. Yeah. I forgot her name.
I did forget. No, she's a new chick, but she's actually really good.
She's had a fight in the UFC though, hasn't she?
She's had a few.
Yeah, because I'm sure
and she was a 135er, and then she went down to 115. So she
from 135 to 115.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
I think she was a 135er before they brought 25 in.
Yeah.
But then they brought in 25 and she just went all the way down to 15. So it's kind of a weird one. But
that's a big drop, that, especially for the female.
Yeah, so
very big drop.
Those elbows, slicing her up. She gets nice, like, sharp cheekbones when she makes weight. So that's the game plan right there.
I can't believe that, though. She's dropped from 135 to 115. That's mad when the 125 division's there.
Yeah. She was definitely undersized, though, at 135. She was just kind of chunky, a little more thick in the hips at 135, but now she looks more slim and just all lean muscle.
I started when I was a kid though. I went from 135 to 145 to 155. I fought it all, and back then, if there was more fighters about, I probably would have started the flyweight. Yeah, but back then there was no such weight as flyweight.
Yeah, how many fights did you have before you went pro?
Amateur, I had 9.
How many?
9.
9, okay. I heard mad. I'm like, what?
I know, everyone keeps telling me I need to slow down. For people.
No, I can understand you pretty well, though. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of myself.
I had 9 amateur fights in like the space of 18 months, and then went pro when I was 17.
Wow. That's
You wouldn't be able to do that here, would you?
Not really.
No, I don't think you can do it in the UK now. I think you've got to be 18 in the UK now, but obviously, like 10 years ago, it was like the Wild West.
Okay.
You could do what you wanted.
We had like a bunch of British kids come through. I forget where they were from. There was one Scouser there, right? Out of the group. I don't know. I think there was one of them, and they would always make fun of the rest of them. I
love it with the way Americans say Scouser.
Oh, it's a Scouser.
You say Scouser. On that one, you say Scouser, not Scouser. It always makes me laugh, you know.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
I feel like you just said the same thing same way.
I did. I said Scouser.
Oh, you said Scouser.
That's what you say, Scouser, but I say Scouser.
You said the same thing.
No, Scouser sounds different from Scouser.
And Scouser.
Not Scouser and Scouser.
Which one is right?
Scouser.
Scouser.
They both sound the same to you, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, you're going to say that.
You can't say it.
It doesn't sound like sorcerer though, does it? Because I've seen a video of Cody Garbrandt calling me a sorcerer.
Saucer?
Sorcerer. No, like a magician.
Oh, a saucer?
Yeah. That's
Who said that?
Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, is that what he thought that?
Yeah. He thought that people were saying sorcerer for Scouser.
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt's like different.
I've never met him, so I can't.
He seems like such a sweetheart, but like he's in his own world, you know.
Yeah, when I seen it, like the amount of people what retweeted it and like sent it to me on Instagram,
that's amazing.
I was just looking at my phone, laughing my head off constantly.
You should like walk in or weigh in like a magician outfit.
Yeah. You used to do that all the time, didn't you?
Yeah,
different
that was
costumes.
My thing. Yeah, that was my thing. But when I got to UFC, they just started the Reebok deal.
Yeah.
Or they didn't just start it, but it was going on.
Yeah.
And I tried to do a little costume or whatever, and they got real upset. Did you ever see the Sagat one? I had like the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one got probably the most play out of all of them, but all I did was put an eye patch on, and the rest was like Reebok outfit. Oh, and I had like the hand wraps too. And I went out there and I did my thing, and when I came back in, they were like, what was there a logo on the eye patch or anything? Like they were really scared, like the Reebok people, because I didn't get it cleared with them.
Yeah.
So every time since then, they're like, "What you got?" Like they pat me down, like I'm getting arrested. You know, like where's the costume? Where are the props? And so now I just stopped doing it.
Shorts, make it easier. Don't do them.
It sucks because I'll spend like a little bit of time making this thing, and I'll be all proud of it. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do it. I don't know why
they wouldn't let you do that.
And then they confiscate it.
It's engaging with the fans, innit? Because fans enjoy stuff like that. So
yeah, I actually haven't tried it with Venom though, so maybe they're a little more chill.
They're a little bit different. Roxanne done it though. Roxanne Modafferi, hasn't she done it?
I know, but she was doing it with Reebok, so I was like, "What's the deal, man? What's the deal?"
Yeah.
What's up, Reebok?
Want to know what's going on, Reebok? What's
Reebok?
Happening? Hey, we're not happy about this. Yeah, but as you say, now it's Venom. Hopefully you can do it.
Yeah, maybe I'll dress up as a snake.
We'll find out December 18th.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, baby.
You're going to find out December 18th.
Yeah. I'll dress up as a magician. As a sorcerer.
Yeah, the sorcerer. Come out as Paddy the sorcerer.
Paddy the sorcerer.
With a blonde wig on. Oh,
nice.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's the one thing that everyone has just went on about me for, my haircut. I'm like, have you never seen hair like this?
I mean, it's not a popular hairstyle
It's not in America, but in Liverpool, this is a proper do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. We didn't know.
In Liverpool, plenty of people have got this do.
That's so funny.
It
you're never gonna cut it, right?
No.
is that like your
I don't think
logo?
my fiance would let me cut it now.
Oh, you're married, or you're about to get married?
Yeah, well, in the next few years, but I don't think she'd let me cut it now.
Nah.
When I'll show everyone. I've got an M head.
What is that? Oh, an M head.
Yeah, I've got an M in my head there.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like me hair. No one I've got no hair. It looks like my hairline's receding, lad. Look at that. Looks like I'm going bald because I've got an M head.
But has it ever gone back? It just stayed there?
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Oh, okay.
This hair can't go now. I swear it can't. No, it's like a trademark now as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
it's good.
Yeah, everyone loves the hair, and like a lot of people hate it. Like,
yeah.
The amount of times I've had comments saying, just cut that hair, I just cut that hair. If I wanted to, I would, but I don't want
to. Dude, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what I do, because when I first started fighting, I would wear a mohawk. People are like, oh, stupid hair. Like, most people liked it, but then you always get the people calling,
you always have a few people. Yeah.
Stupid hair. And then I started wearing my afro, like,
I've seen you've had the afro.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, stupid hair. It's like, fuck you guys. Like, what do you want? Like, that's all my hair can do. You know? Like, maybe I should get it like this.
Everyone should give it a go at least once in a lifetime. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I give it a go one time, and I haven't had the haircut since. So
it's your style.
It's good.
You could try some cornrows one time.
Well, one fight, I was meant to fight in 2019, and my opponent missed weight, never ended up fighting, and I had a woman coming to the hotel to give me cornrows. So we would have actually seen Paddy with cornrows a couple of years back.
And an M-head.
But that idiot missed weight, so we never even ended up fighting. He missed weight by like 10 pounds, so we never ended up fighting. I never end up getting them done.
That's crazy.
I know, and since I've been saying, I might get it done. But when I know I'm going to finish these mushrooms in the first round, I don't see the point in getting it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason I want to get it done is because if it ever goes to decision, it looks bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Like literally a little jab, like that touches me like that, my hair goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because of that, I thought, if I'm ever in a tight fight, I'm going to have to get cornrows. But the last few opponents I knew were getting muftied. So
nice.
I just left it the way it is.
So how do you know?
I just look at the fight, don't I? I'm going to smash your head in.
Okay.
And the last 3 have been finished in the first round, so I've been pretty accurate, to be honest.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, I gotta get you to look at my opponent and tell me what to do.
I hate going to decision.
Yeah.
I bet you do, because I've seen your record of a few good decisions.
It fucking sucks.
It's the worst thing ever.
That is the way to do it. Finish him.
I hate going to decision.
Yeah.
Like I've lost 2 fights on decision, and I really think my hair made a difference. Like
I always tell my teammates when they have that hair and they fight in it, like, you should really do something with that, like shave it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
like
braid it or something.
The only thing about me is getting cornrows. I'll probably just get called Baby Uriah Faber. You know what I mean? Everyone be like, oh, there's the new Uriah Faber. Just because I've got cornrows. I'm like, no, go away.
Yeah, they really stick to certain points or certain people, like making fun of certain things. Like, it'll always be the same thing over and over again.
Always.
Either Hanson or Uriah Faber.
There's loads of them, Owen Arto and Wilson. They can just keep going all day long, you know. I swear, now if you went through my social media, the amount of different people.
I always get Jaden Smith. Who's the...
you just said the boy that you got. Get on the girl I got the other day. No, Matilda. And on the the tall girl on it with blonde hair, who she goes to school with.
Oh, no, I don't know that one. I can't picture it. We need a reference.
I'm going to get the picture up, one sec. My signal's shit because we're in America, but it'll come up. It's a blonde girl, Matilda.
Oh, I get Neil Magny a lot, and we're actually fighting on the same card.
No, that's it's not that little girl, but it's not that one. Oh, where is it? I need to find this.
You must think it's pretty accurate.
That one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you can,
it's the nose.
Can see it.
It's the nose.
I got told that. Oh, no, it's moved. Sorry, it moved onto the other girl. Oh, God, this phone.
I get it.
Got told it looked like her the other day. Off Matilda. Like,
how did they find that though? How did they?
They must have been watching Matilda and just went, "No, what? That looks like Paddy. That. Let's tweet him it." Yeah. And the amount of people what jumped on it and retweeted it, oh, it was hilarious.
That's amazing.
They make me laugh though. Like, some people get offended by them, but they just make me proper laugh.
No, you just have to have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, you have.
It. Yeah.
Most people on social media haven't though, have they?
Yeah.
They haven't with me anyway.
I got blocked by so many strawweights when I first got into the UFC. Just trying to get a fight, you know, because I was excited to be there, and I'm like, hey, fight me, fight me. And I'm like, fight. You know, block, don't need this in my life. Like, what are you doing? I'm not even being disrespectful, but... yeah, some people just don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't have a sense of humor. Just don't have that thick skin. Like, I feel like the way I was brought up, like, my family, we would always talk shit about each other.
Yeah, same.
And, pick
house,
on each other.
I've got an older brother and sister, so we just go back and forth, shouting stuff at each other.
Yeah. And then you just learn to roll with it and, like, get them back. Yeah. And then, you know, hopefully nobody cries at the end.
It's all these only children. Spoiled bastards. That's what it is.
Wait, you can't say that.
No, we can say what we want on here.
I can't. I don't want to get blocked on Twitter.
Well, mine did get blocked. I
know. What happened?
The maddest thing about that is you can find anything on Twitter. There's all sorts of mad videos of people getting their heads chopped off. There's all crazy racist stuff on there. There's all mad pornographic gear on there. And I get me account took off me for calling someone a fat ugly cunt. That's what it got took off. Someone who was going on about something to do with Liverpool, and I had to give him it. You know what I mean? He had to get put in his place, and then me Twitter's been took off me. I can't believe it. I've been demoted from.
Fair.
I've been demoted from social media brown belt by Graham to social media blue belt. It's heavy.
Graham has to, like, keep you PC for the American crowd. I
can't help it.
Yeah, we don't use that word.
I was just about to say.
It's like your haircut.
It is. It's like like in the UK, the word cunt is just like another word. Yeah. Like, it's just like fuck.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean? I've learned that just by, like, having a Scottish husband and, like,
it's just
training with a bunch of, like
it's just standard.
Yeah. Australians too.
Yeah, but in America it's like,
Yeah,
You've just said the C word.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the C word. I didn't
all
even know what
guns.
it was.
You all shoot each other, but you can't say cunt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the maddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no, I'll get like racist shit all the time,
Yeah.
and like in my messages online and stuff. And sometimes if it's really bad, I'll report it, and they'll come back and they'll go, "Oh, we looked at what you reported, and it doesn't go against our guidelines." So like, what the fuck? Like,
how is that not against your guidelines?
Yeah.
Like, what did it say? It said targeted harassment, and I'm just like, targeted harassment? I haven't told no one to go to his door. I've just said you're a fat ugly cunt because he was.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm just speaking facts.
They can't take the truth.
Not exactly. They can't take the truth. I just ate all these troll accounts, because I can't help but bite, and I need to stop it.
You ate what?
The troll accounts.
Oh, you hate the troll?
Yeah, I hate them.
I was like, what did you
think
eat?
I said I ate them?
Yeah, I hate them too, but it's part of it, and the fact that you have so many people like sharing stuff about you is actually like really good for your
it is. The one,
like,
as we were saying about
my
hair, the one what made me laugh after me fight was all fighters putting a picture up of themselves with my hair.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, no, they're like, yeah, we want to get in on this. We want to ride the train. Yeah.
It was so
awesome.
funny that, I was like, what's going on here? People putting pictures up with my hair. This is just madness.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Anyone can grow it. Like, Derek Brunson put one up, and like, Derek Brunson's got white hair now. All he's got to do is grow it. And he's sound.
Who?
Derek Brunson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's dyed his hair white, and all he's got to do is grow it out.
Yeah.
And he's got the same do.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard when you have certain texture. But that is possible. I think the blonde has given him special powers.
Yeah, he's been a different animal since he's been blonde money.
Yeah, I think it's like a wrestling thing. Like, they would dye their hair blonde right before they compete as a team or something. Yeah, I've heard that from someone. Maybe like Aljo or something like that.
See, that's something what's, like, obviously in the UK, no one wrestles.
Oh, okay.
Where it's in schools and that, that's why there's a big difference in the grappling. Well, there was years ago. I don't think there's much now between the US and the UK. But, like, no one wrestles in the UK. You only start wrestling when you go to an MMA gym.
You guys, like, box a lot, right?
Yeah, but they don't even do, but it's mainly boxing, but they don't even do, like, boxing in schools anymore. Like, it's mainly if you go to a boxing gym and start training.
Yeah.
Like, I done a little bit of boxing when I was a kid, but only about 6 weeks. And then I just went to an MMA gym one day and started training.
So you guys are, like, in the same places, like women's MMA over here, because we had no wrestling for girls for a long time. And now you're starting to get girl teams. And
see, that's it. Like, ours was a little bit different because, like, Molly, my teammate, she boxed 3 years.
Okay.
Like, it was normal to have girl boxers back then. So she started boxing at first, and then she was going to carry on boxing, but the weight she was boxing at never got added. And, like, I think the weight below her or above her was Katie Taylor, something like that, know what I mean? Her weight never got added. Yeah. So one day she ended up just getting into MMA, and her base was boxing, where yours was, like, Muay Thai. Yeah. But, as I say, no one's really got a grappling background unless they've done judo in the UK. That's it. That's the only other, like, grappling one I can think of.
That's good, though. Like, judo's, like, a good start.
Yeah, judo's sick. That's all I've been doing the last 2 weeks. Judo is sick. I've got right into me judo. I don't know the names of anything, like, but I'm right into it now.
Yeah, well, Justin, you're working with Justin J. Flo, and he keeps yelling these Japanese names at me, and I'm like, that one? He's like, no, that was Sotogari, not that was Sharigari. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
The only one I can remember is the Harigoshi. I think the other one is the other one Uchimata.
Uchimata is the one I always remember.
Yeah, that's the one I always remember. Whoop. It's that one.
Yeah.
That's the easy one to remember.
Yeah.
When he starts rattling all mad names off, I'm just like, what's going on here?
There's like this system against the fence that he uses, and every time he asks for one, I do the other one. And I'm like, all right, I need to work on this. But yeah, he's like really into the actual names of things. Yeah. And
like
I'm not.
I always say this. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but I still don't know the name of everything.
Yeah.
Like, really, I don't. I can do it. If someone said, "I'll do this," or like, I can do it. But if like someone says, what move's this, and it's a move that I don't know off the top of my head, I just go, lad, I don't know. Show me it and I'll tell you if I know it.
Yeah. I mean, you only need to know the name if you have to Google how to do it. Yeah. You know, if you already know it, you don't need to know the name.
I forgot the names of loads of things.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's probably even better, because I feel like once you get to a certain level, you start making shit up yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, you can be hitting a head and arm fucking choke or something, arm triangle, but like adjust it a little different so it looks more like a guillotine or something, you know, like it's like a weird
that, and like that's one I always say the wrong one, an anaconda and a das, just even because one's with the whatever side the choke's on.
Oh yeah, like the
I always call it the wrong one and go, oh my god, lad, you're a black belt.
Yeah.
Like, what are you up to?
Hey, at least you got the belt.
I know, so I'm like no that though. Oh, you've just made yourself look like a purple belt. What are you doing?
I want to commentate, like, I've commentated.
Yeah, no, you're commentating on Cage Warriors. Yeah, it's a belter.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
And I want to do it more often. But that's the one thing that I fear, that I'm going to call something the wrong move. And everyone's going to be like, hey, stick to Muay Thai.
Mike Goldberg used to do that all the time, didn't he? Mike Goldberg used to,
but he wasn't a fighter.
Yeah, but everyone still loved him. You'll get away with that.
I really do like when I watch tape of the older fights and I hear his voice, I'm like, man, I miss that guy.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely brought a different mood to the whole
when I like watch old UFCs now, that's when you know that they're like old, when either Mike Goldberg's commentating or they've got their own shorts on with sponsors.
Yeah.
Then when you know that it's years ago.
Yeah, it's way more colorful. The like clock looks different sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like the clock is all
different
crazy
sponsors
looking.
And that. Now they have the same sponsors all the time. Everything's you know what's happening, everything's structured.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you first like see MMA? Or it was probably UFC, because it was for me anyway. The first thing that I seen when it was to do with MMA was UFC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was UFC. Like I remember like it coming on a fuzzy channel on the TV, because like I'm old, but I remember I'm oldish. I'm almost old, but I remember coming on a fuzzy channel and like me and my brothers are watching it, and like one of my brothers like, what's that gay shit on there? You know, like that's
people on the floor a bit.
Yeah, because they're on the floor and they're grappling on top of each other. But then you know, later on I started watching it just for fun.
Yeah.
And that was after I started doing Muay Thai, because I don't know, I wasn't really into fighting that much. Like I didn't like watching boxing. I felt like it was boring.
I do enjoy boxing, but at the same time, 9 out of 10 fights are boring for me.
Yeah, it's like just, a good fight is a good fight.
Everyone knows that a good fight's a good fight, no matter what sport it is, but 9 out of 10 times boxing, like, it's an outmatched opponent fighting someone who's nowhere near the level of him.
Exactly.
And he just takes the piss out of him.
Yeah. So I didn't really get into boxing, and that was what was always on, you know, like when my family would have like fight nights and stuff. That's what was always on. So later on we started doing Muay Thai, and then like my coach would be like, hey, we're going to go watch the fights. And I'm like, oh, what fights? And then we'll go, and then it's UFC. So that was really fun. Just kind of bonding with the team and watching stuff and recognizing moves that I'm learning, you know, oh, that's a kick, you know, that's a leg kick, you know, like, oh, it's so different. And, I don't know, it was just fun to see something in action that I was learning.
Yeah.
And that's how I started getting into MMA. But I still felt like, oh man, I would never do that. 'Cause it just looks so brutal. Like when someone gets messed up, they get really messed up, like cut open with elbows.
But
I thought
when you watch certain fights, you think, fucking hell, this is
this is like really brutal.
This is brutal, exactly. That's the word for it, brutal.
So before I started, even once I started fighting in Muay Thai, I was like, I don't think that's for me.
See, but don't the way you say that, I always say this for people who do Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a dangerous sport. I think it's more dangerous than MMA, because literally you stand 2 feet away from each other and punch and kick each other in the face. Like there's no back steps. There's just loads of kicking as well, which hurts even more than punches.
Yeah.
There's no protection on your shins or your feet.
Yeah.
Like
I love it.
I went insane in the Bad Company gym in Leeds for like a week, and they're all like Muay Thai fighters like Liam Anderson and that. And in there, like, I was saying to them, lad, they were going to me, oh, that MMA, that's a tough sport. And I'm like, lad, you just do Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Look at you messing. You
Yeah.
fight once every 3 weeks or something with all gashes in your shins and all big gashes across your elbows where you've had your face pure elbowed in. Like,
yeah.
I don't care. Anyone says Muay Thai is a rougher sport than MMA.
I don't know why. I think it's just the fact that you can pin someone down on the ground and then you could throw those elbows. I think that was the scariest part.
The slamming and stuff. Stuff like that. But like that Muay Thai, the way they just stand there and elbow each other in the face. And
that's cool though. It's cool, especially when you get one elbow.
I'd rather get slammed than elbowed, me.
Huh?
What about you?
Rather get
I'd rather get slammed than elbowed.
Well, yeah, but I felt like my defense was good enough that I'd be the one elbowing more often. So I just practice really hard to make sure I'm not staying open and I'm the one slicing and dicing. And that's how you get over that.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from them elbows. Don't want anyone elbowed in the head. Oh, they're
getting elbowed isn't fun, but elbowing is awesome. Do you like throwing elbows?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. I like throwing them. The only thing is you can't really throw them in training, which is annoying. I know the elbow pads, but they're not the same, are they? And they kill your arms off you like that after 2 rounds. My arms.
I just try to think of it as conditioning, like that.
There was multiple elbow finishes on the weekend.
Like on the prelims.
Yeah.
So I forget who
that
it was.
That first lad, I think he was South Korean, where he just had him against the cage and was just like that.
Yeah, it was nasty.
None of them even landed a cut. They were all just with a thud. Every single one landed with a big thud. It was like that.
It didn't even look like it really hurt, or it got through. But
it could be on his arms. It didn't look like they were hitting him. It was just hitting his arms, and then in the end, he just went face down. That's the thing with them elbows. It's a thud. Like when they don't cut, it's a.
It's like nasty. The one thing, or one of the few things. Damn, my elbows are ashy. I just sparred. So.
I'm a pointy bastard, mate. I'm dead bony. Like when I used to sit on people's knee as a kid, like my dad and that, move you bony ass. Get me off the knee, you know what I mean? So that's just what my body's like. Like
same.
I've landed like one elbow in a fight, and it ended the fight because of the cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got one.
In fact, I've landed 2. The other one caused the hematoma, which ended the fight. You know what I mean? But it's just getting to throw them. I love throwing them, but it's just getting to throw them in a fight where you used to just throwing punches and kicks and knees when you're sparring.
It's almost like you forget until you get hit with one.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Or they like show it, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot we could do that. Bam!
That's how I feel like every fight I'm in. I've got to get punched in the face to like wake up.
Yeah.
Like then I get punched and I'm like, oh yeah, we're in a fucking fight, come on then. Like that's what I feel like with loads of my fights. Nearly every one of them I have to take like a left hook or a straight down the middle to like wake me up. It's weird.
Yeah. Like in your last one.
Yeah, like in my last one, that big left hook, boom. Yeah. The fight before that, no, he just started to swing at my head, but the fight before that I got it with a left hook.
Oh no.
And that knocked me ear back and I was like, oh shit, yeah, fucking I'll get in a fight pad, come on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd rather get hit like early just so I could start. I hate that filling out process where you're both like just feigning and trying to get someone to do something and just waiting for someone to go. I hate when it starts like that because you're always like, ugh.
You're half tense, aren't you? Thinking, oh shit, who's gonna go first? I just like to engage me and just get the fight started.
Just running.
Yeah. I used to do that. Yeah, I used to just run forward at people. If you had seen some of my amateur fights, you'd be like, who the fuck's this mad kid? Just running forward at people, swinging like that.
That's what people like to see. That.
Nah, back then though, I literally had no hands. Like I was predominantly a grappler when I first started.
Okay.
I just used to take everyone down.
Yeah.
Take everyone down, sit on top of them punches, and then like get a
with
sub.
No wrestling. Wow.
Because in the UK, no one really had wrestling at the time.
You're the best wrestler in the UK.
Like our gym focused on wrestling, so we were quite good at it.
Nice.
And like I just wrestled most of my opponents. When I had my 9 amateur fights, I won them all. I think I won like 5 or 6 of them by decision.
Okay.
I was just taking everyone down.
Yeah.
Where you were the opposite. You were trying to stay on your feet and punching and kicking people's heads in.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's very fun.
It's fun. Put them in a Muay Thai fight that they don't want to be in. Yeah, that's always my game plan for sure.
What I did wanted to ask you about was, what is the Ultimate Fighter like? Because that's something like I've always wanted. Obviously, that was one of the first things I watched when I got into it. Like I remember getting, I think it was season 5, the Nate Diaz one.
Yeah.
Getting that season on DVD and watching that when I first got into MMA.
Well, probably the coolest thing was that I got to train with Nate because he was one of the coaches that Gilbert brought in, Gilbert Melendez. So it was a really good experience for me because I only had one fight, and that was like 2 days before the tryouts. So I got my fight real quick, and then I went to the tryouts, and they brought me on because there weren't that many girls that actually tried out.
Yeah.
So so I was in there with all these girls that I had seen fight before. Yeah, like I want to know. I'm like, oh shit! I watched you fight for the title. I watched you fight on this thing and that thing, and then I'm in there with coaches in the UFC, and I've never trained with anyone in the UFC, never trained with anyone in Bellator, anything like that. So so it was a great experience for me because I'm just getting exposed to all these people. You
were fresh and you had all sorts of new top level people to train with.
Yeah, and I'm hanging with them, you know, and I'm beating them up and stuff. like we spar and I'm like, bah, 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 and they can't take me down. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess I'm pretty good at this. But then my fight was against the #1 seed, so
you
that part sucked.
The whole thing.
Yeah. So that part sucked that I got matched up with her in my first fight. I didn't really get to show that I was killing it in training, but after that it was, I don't know, it was a good experience to get my feet wet and just meet all these people I never would have met before. That's what made me move out to San Diego, because I met a bunch of girls who were training at Alliance MMA. So it was just really good for me just to build my confidence and show that even though I only had one fight, I was at the skill level of a UFC fighter that, you know, belongs in there.
Most of your fights have been in the UFC, haven't they? Most of your pro fights.
Yeah. I had
only had about 4 fights outside the UFC, haven't you? 4
5 fights outside of UFC.
That's some going on, though, you know.
I'm undefeated outside of the UFC, at least. But like my whole career has been in the UFC, basically. My whole MMA career. But tough was fun. Like the people who were in there who were expected to win, I think they had a lot more pressure on them. Yeah. And I was just in there just chilling, drinking in between training sessions, you know, then going to training and sparring with the guys because all the girls weren't sparring.
That must have been one of the only good things about like going out in the first round. It was just like yours. It was then training and enjoying yourself after that for the rest of the journey.
Yeah, exactly. And it sucked like knowing that once I get out, I'm gonna have to relive that loss. But until that moment, I was chilling and just trying to absorb as much information as possible. So it was fun.
Especially
for me.
Being 1-0 there, and then you won on the finale, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then obviously, like you got thrown right in the deep end.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you think you're a winner? Right here,
got
fuck
thrown
you.
right in the deep end.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I looked at your record, you know.
I know, it sucks, but you know, I felt like I was ready for it, and it was a humbling experience to see that okay, you have a lot to work on. You know, you have these things to shore up, and when you go and come back, like, we'll see if you're a more complete fighter. And I was able to do that in Invicta and then make my way back, and ended up like inspiring a bunch of people because a lot of people get cut.
A lot of people get cut. It's madness, really, isn't it?
Like it really is sad. Like I get a little bummed out when I see how excited new guys are getting signed, knowing that this is just the beginning, you know. It could be like a super rocky road.
And it's happened to lads who have fought on Cage Warriors with, like, literally they've took a fight on short notice and then lost the second fight and they've been cut, and you're just like, they haven't even been really given a chance there. They haven't even really been given a chance to prove themselves. So it sucks, but it's not the end of the world, you know. And I like being that little beacon of hope for people. And now that I'm seeing these champions get the win, like Glover and that,
did, like
even Jan before him, no one would have expected Jan to. I'm sure Jan lost 4 of his first 6 UFC fights. Like, that happens nowadays. You're getting cut.
Exactly.
Like, if you're losing 4 of your first 6 now, like 4 out of 6 nowadays, you're getting cut. That's what's happening to a lot of people. So it's scary when you think of it like that.
It is.
At any point,
nothing is guaranteed.
At any point we could be on the chopping board.
I think you'll be okay.
The best I'll be okay. That's all I'm saying. Best
I gotta make sure to get my my little wig ready just in case.
We're gonna have to dye your hair, you know.
We're gonna have
to dye that hair.
I'll just get the version in braids. A little bowl cut in braids. But yeah, like Brandon Moreno too. He's a big one like that I've been watching and just super inspired by his like,
he got cut and then came back, didn't he? And won the belt after getting cut and coming back, and he's given his due. He said, "I will be world champion one day," which is sick. I love it when people do that, you know.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's my goal, to be another beacon of hope, just like those guys. So that's what I'm working towards, just striving for greatness and grinding and getting better at wrestling and grappling. Like I really want to get a submission my next fight. Like that's one of my goals, is to get my first submission in the UFC.
Let everyone know you've got that ground game as well.
Yeah, because I know it's there, you know. Yeah. I feel it, I do it in the gym. It's just a matter of doing it on fight night, and that could be the hard part, you know.
I know exactly what you mean, because that's why I like tried to make a point in my last fight to stand them, because everyone just thought I was a grappler.
Okay.
So that's why, like, in my last fight, I was like, no, I'm going to stand with him, and I'm going to knock him out.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So that's what you just need to keep saying, just like, no, I'm going to go to the floor, and she's getting subbed. And so just keep saying that to yourself, and it'll happen, promise you.
Yeah, alright, thanks, kid.
That's swear. You just got to keep saying it to yourself, that's what I do, just keep saying it to yourself, and then all these mushrooms get beat up.
I'll write it on my mirror.
Yeah.
In lipstick. Nah, this mantra. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I always do. Just say it to myself constantly. Ziggy's just reminded me. I was going to ask you, I've become a dog dad over the past year. So I'm going to ask you if you've got any pets.
I do have a dog.
A dog? What type of dog is it?
Yeah, he's a mutt. We thought he had some Rottweiler in him, but it turns out he's mostly German Shepherd and Chihuahua.
That's a crazy mix, actually.
Yeah. So he's like this little 45-pound little mutt that kind of looks like a Rottweiler, and he's really cute. The only problem is he has like social anxiety.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time to introduce him to people. Anyone new that comes around, he like barks at
growls
him
and stuff like that.
at him. So we've been just working on socializing him, but it's kind of cool that we've been able to get him to come out of his shell a little bit. I feel like
my dog's the opposite. He's too friendly. Every person he sees, he thinks they're his best friend.
Take me home.
Yeah, he runs over to them, jumps on them. Yeah. I'm like, Lenny, you weigh like 35 kg, get off them. Yeah. Like, he's nearly knocking old people over and
that. Oh my God.
Like, oh, lad, what are you doing?
Yeah. See, I love that. I love dogs like that. But not everyone needs that.
A couple of months ago, I had him on the field, and I let him go off the lead. And he ran over to another dog and tried to play with the dog, and like the owner was like, oh, pick their dog up. So I was like, Lenny, come here. I just went to grab him. I fell over. So I shouted, I was like, Lenny, fucking get here now. And then like he shit himself and was like, he ran away from me. I was like, rang my fiance and I was like, listen, he's ran away, mate. He ran away from me. He's ran back towards the house. I've only ran to the house, opened the front door, and he's sitting on my fiance's knee. Like that. He'd ran back to the front door. He'd ran back to the house. Yeah, because the field was round the corner. I was like, are you messing? She's like that, cuddling him, giving him a hug and a kiss. I'm like, are you for real? He's just ran away from me. You fucking shout at him now.
I think Butcher did that once. Our dog, he ran from Adam at the park, and then he ended up back over. I was at like a PT session, and he ended up right back in the parking lot. Like, where's mom? You know, yeah, dogs are funny.
Yeah, the way he ran straight back to the house, it was just. I half couldn't shout at him because it's not as if he ran away. He ran to the house. He just got scared and he ran to the house. I'd rather him run there than anywhere else.
Did he run to his favorite?
She's with him more, like, I'm in the gym all day, she's in the house all day, so more than likely.
Yeah, you don't take it personal.
No, I don't. she's with him more. My dad's minding him now while I'm here. My dad's got him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad's, I'll keep winding my dad up saying, yeah, how's your grandson?
Yeah.
Just winding him up. Because he's already, my brother and sister have already got loads of kids anyway, so he's got loads of proper grandkids, but I just keep saying to him, how's your grandson? And he's like, come on, Patrick, shut up, he's not a child, he's a dog.
That's funny, because my mom actually says that to me, like, how's my grandbaby doing? But everyone's waiting for us to pop some kids out, and I'm like, sweet. Let's wait a little
not
bit.
Not looking it.
Not yet.
I haven't got any yet myself. Like my fiance's like, no, we're gonna get married first. I still want to go on a few holidays and that. She's like, I want to get a few more holidays in while we haven't got kids. She's saying.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy it before your entire life is kid.
Yeah, because that is what happens. That's it. Just kid. And I feel like that with a dog.
I know, me too.
It's even harder. No, it's harder to get a dog minded than a baby minded.
Yeah.
Much harder. You're ringing people, I've got to go somewhere. Lad, do you want to mind the dog? Oh, lads can't. If that was a baby, like, oh yeah, bring him round, he'll just go asleep. Like that with a dog, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, keep the dog away, like, keep the dog away. Like, lad, it's a dog.
You gotta pick up his poop, that's why.
Yeah, it's not that, but well, I've got an XL bulldog.
Okay.
So, he's not on the size of this fella, like, he's not on the size of a cane corso, but he's gonna be big. He's only like 10 months and he's like 35 kilo.
How much is that? Is that
it's about £75.
Oh, okay.
No, it's he's a lot smaller than you.
Okay.
But everyone thought he was a Rottweiler at first because of his face. He's like brown and black on his face, but he's got like white paws and that. But he's an XL bulldog. But as I say, he's gonna be big.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, but we need to train him.
Yeah.
Because he just does as he pleases now and then. And now because I come away without Laura, she was letting him jump on the bed with her and sleep in the bed and that. You know what I mean?
No.
So I've got to struggle on my hands when I get home. Dog's just going to be like that in the bed on his back looking at me to say, no, this is Sam, this. And I'm like, get out my spec.
She needs the lump so she doesn't feel alone when she's sleeping at home.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
I needed to cuddle with someone, didn't I? You need to cuddle with someone. Like,
you'd rather the dog than...
Yeah,
another scouser.
Yeah, scouser.
Another,
you said it again.
Another sorcerer.
You said it again. Scouser. That's better.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, Scouser. That's better.
Hey,
Scouser overemphasises the OU at the start.
Okay.
It's like it's Scouser. It's too long.
Okay.
It's just Scouser.
Scouser.
That's better.
Oh, okay. Just say it like that.
That's another thing when I found like weird in England and like the UK. People like Manchester's like 30-40 minutes drive from Liverpool, and we don't sound like each other.
Huh.
But like in America, cities are huge, and like most people still like talk the same to me.
Yeah.
Everything sounds like, unless you get someone from Texas or something.
Well, I mean, you guys all sound the same to us too.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everyone always says like I don't sound like Leon Edwards, do I?
No, you don't.
Because he's from Birmingham, and that's only like hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
Okay.
And he sounds completely different to me.
Yeah, he sounds totally different.
Yeah.
But you do sound like Molly.
Yeah, because she's a Scouser.
Yeah, she's a Scouser.
Yeah, we all sound the same as Scousers, we can't help ourselves. Like, the funniest one is just everyone keeps saying to me, like I talk, and then they go, what did you say? I'm like, just want me to slow down. Like, alright, I'll slow down. That's that everyone's like...
You're doing really good right now. Yeah. I almost understand everything you're saying.
Another thing everyone always used to keep commenting on, it's a good job I haven't done it with you, in fact, as I always say, pardon me, I always say lad. Mm-hmm. Always say lad. And like, it just happens. Just comes out. Oh, I know what I mean, lad.
Yeah, but that's like normal.
Yeah.
Ish.
I got when I first started doing these, I got pure stick off people for saying it. It's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not going to get elocution lessons because I'm not a conservative. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it the way it is.
Wait, so why would they get mad at it?
No, just some people are like, you're annoying me. I'm like, don't watch then. You know what I mean? If I'm annoying
they
don't
get
watch.
mad at the fact that they hear loud.
Yeah, that many times.
Everyone
I'm like,
gets mad.
It's just what I say. Get over it. If you don't like it, go and watch a different podcast.
You should really lad up this episode. Just lad it up.
Yeah, nah, I can't because you know I'd be offending you then. You know what I mean? I can't be ladding you.
Yeah, you can lad me. No. I'm one of the guys.
I do it to my fiance enough, and she's like, "Have you just ladded me again?" I'm like, sorry about that. But like, it just, as I say, it just comes out. I say it all the time. Say it when I'm like on the phone to women, and I'm just like, "Oh, sorry about that, love. Sorry about that."
Yeah. See, love is a nice one.
Yeah, like
everyone likes love.
Yeah. A few people have looked at me and have said that, like, what's he saying? Like one I always say and I can't help but like say it is kushti.
What's that?
It means like Sam that. It's good that. It's okay that.
Da? Wait. What?
That's how I say that.
Oh, okay.
That's how I say that. Just comes out like that.
Okay. That.
We say I say kushti and everyone I say it in like when I've been on holiday in all mad countries and people look at me and go, what?
Okay.
And like it's just a Scouse word. Only people in my city will understand it. Kushti. Kushti. There you go.
So how would I use it in a sentence?
Oh
man, I'm gonna go visit.
Say like,
gonna be like, Skaza.
Say like you went in an Airbnb you've never been in before, and you look around and it was signed. You go, yeah, it's Kushti in here, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah, it's Kushti in here, isn't it?
Kushti.
Yeah.
Like comfy.
It could mean comfy. It could mean a lot of things.
Okay.
Another word that I use a lot that people have started copying me saying is heavy. I'll say, oh, that's heavy that. Yeah.
But like it's like heavy really intense.
Heavy can mean a lot of things.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Heavy, like if I've just had a scran, oh, that scran was heavy. Scran means food. There's another one for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like gram?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I understood almost everything until the last 5 minutes of our conversation, and then you lost me.
one of the only people who can't understand me here is Graham, because he's Irish.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even though everyone thinks you guys are from the same place.
Yeah, everyone keeps asking me if I'm Irish. It might be because I'm with Graham most of the time, and people may think I'm Irish. Okay. But people just hear me voice and say, like, oh, whereabouts in Ireland you from? I was like, I'm from a different country altogether, you know.
I just blame Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sick of getting compared to.
Yeah.
You know? I know it's a good one to get compared to, but I'm like, lad, we're not on alike, go away.
Yeah.
We're nothing alike at all.
Yeah.
So, like, the only comparison is we were both Cage Warriors champions.
Oh.
That's it.
There you go.
That really is it, though.
I mean, that's the only comparison, right?
The amount of comments I get on stuff has just reminded me this fake McGregor copying him just because he's from the same country. And I'm just sitting there like,
yeah.
I'm not even from the same country.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, I'm not even from the same country. What are you on about?
It's not going to stop.
No, it's not going to stop.
Yeah, it's not going to stop. They're going to keep
hopefully
going.
It does now. Ian Gary's on the scene. Hopefully they compare him to him. And like I did forget about comparing me to him.
Gary?
Yeah, Ian Gary. Did you see him fight the other week?
No, I didn't see him.
He fought on 268. Fought in New York.
Oh, okay.
Slip backhand. Knocked the kid out with like a second to go.
Okay.
It was a nice punch, like a very nice punch.
Is he Irish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Former Cage Warriors welterweight champ.
Ah, nice.
So he's like, I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
Actually, no, I think I did.
Think you
see
did,
it.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did.
He said like what Conor said, not here to take part, but here to take over.
Yeah,
and then Conor was tweeting
he had
about
the thing on it.
Yeah, the coleslaw. He had the coleslaw. Yeah.
I was surprised they let him fight because there was
people said that.
Yeah, there was
but
a
remember
chick.
Kevin Lee fought with staff.
Yeah, he fought with staff, but there was a girl who tried to fight in New York. It's just because it's New York. I'm surprised because their commission
there,
is like really strict.
Well, he was smart, wasn't he? Because all fight week he had a plaster on it.
Oh, nice. Good job.
I seen him doing interviews and
he
stuff like that.
Probably like whipped it off right as he went in the cage.
Like literally before he walked, like, yeah, boom, get this off.
Yeah, what? What are you going to do?
Because I seen him on a few podcasts and stuff and like interviews, and he had something on his face, and I was like, what is that on your face, Ian? What is that on your face? And then obviously when he walked out, I was like, is that all it was, a cold sore? I was thinking, why have you had he had a plaster that big though? It's like, why have you had a plaster that big for a cold sore? It's only that big. Why is it that big?
He needs to get some makeup. It's like
a little bit of makeup over it.
Yeah.
That's what makes me laugh when we go to like the UFC and that, when like you go. I fought in the Apex, so we had to go to the Apex like 2 days before, get all our interviews and stuff. And the way they go, do you want a little bit of this? And I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever you reckon, whatever you're the makeup artist, whatever you think I should put on, you put on me.
You should get her to like feather your hair next time or something. Really go all out.
You just put that thing on your face and they go, yeah, just so you're not shiny. And I'm thinking to myself, I do podcast and I don't look ever shiny on them, so why do I need this on my face?
The lights are brighter.
Yeah, they are, like, you're not wrong there.
They grease you up.
Yeah.
Make it nice and shiny. Yeah.
When they first done that, they were like, oh, makeup. I was like, what, makeup? I was like, I don't need makeup. I don't ever wear makeup. Like, no, because the lights for the lights.
All the guys do it, though.
It's just got to be done, hasn't it? I did at first, when they first said it to you, I was like, what?
Yeah, you thought you were getting set up?
Yeah. It's like someone got a camera behind this door and they're going to just laugh at me and take the piss out of me. Is that what's going on here?
That too. I think, I forget who it was, but somebody who was fighting Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah.
They did that. I forget who it was, though. Do you remember? But they
Not
like
Rodriguez. I never really thought Rodriguez. I can only remember that because Rodriguez fought the other day on a chiller.
Oh, I think it was him.
Was it Rodriguez?
And they were like, oh, look, he's getting his makeup. I was like, bitch, you were in the makeup chair just like 2 seconds before. Relax.
When it comes to stuff like that, I just do as I'm told. I'm no makeup artist, so if a makeup artist tells me you need a bit of this on your face, then sound, put it on my face.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That's what they're good at. That's like me saying to them, yeah, if you're on the floor, go for this move. You fucking should listen, because they're not experts at that.
Exactly. Tell a makeup artist how to win a fight.
Yeah, that's it. Imagine that. Imagine telling a makeup artist how to win a fight. But yeah,
those girls can scrap.
That PI is just next level. Isn't it? I couldn't get over it.
Yeah, I remember when they unveiled it, they had like this big party, and then they had like a Snoop Dogg concert and shit. Like it was really intense. You just saw all the high tech equipment they have, and they have cameras everywhere. I'm actually a little nervous training there because there's so many cameras, and I'm sure they save everything.
On my
hard drive
when we went there last time, because obviously everyone was in the same hotel when I fought. We Luigi, my opponent, was getting a massage, and his dad and his cornerman tried to come in the gym and train at the same time. I was hitting pads.
Oh,
and it was just being like, come on, lad.
Yeah.
Can't come in and just, I could be doing game plan shit and you're coming in and fucking, they were like, oh no, one of his corners was like, I'm fighting in 2 weeks, and the fella was like, doesn't matter. And the person you're cornering as opponent is there, we can't have you in here.
They're not supposed to schedule that, actually.
I know, I think it was because he
was
meant to go an hour earlier, but he didn't want to train, he just wanted to get a massage, so he went an hour later, but I was in at that time.
Okay. Yeah, people try to be
sneaky. Yeah, little
they try to be
things.
Sneaky. Once a guy who was cornering the girl I was fighting was in my locker room cornering someone else.
Oh yeah, that's cheeky.
Yeah, but at that point it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you know,
at that point all you can do is go and say, oh, she was doing this move or doing that move.
Yeah.
You can't really work on a defence to it.
Yeah,
There's not enough time for it to settle into your brain.
Exactly. And how often does the exact move that you do backstage actually like be the game changer in the fight? I mean, sometimes, but they're not gonna be able to prepare for all the shit.
Here's a funny one for you. You'll laugh at this. I was mentioning it. I mentioned it last week on the podcast. I competed on Polaris against Stevie Ray.
Oh, bless you.
A jock, as another Scottish fella, and he's a southpaw and I'm an orthodox. So I was planning on doing this jumping scissor heel hook to him.
Ooh.
He done it to me.
No, did he see you?
No. He must have just had the same thought. Oh, he's an orthodox, I'll try and do this on him, and he did.
No.
After the fight, I was like, after the fight, the grapple, I was like, he's done to me what I was planning on doing to him. It's like I was sitting in the locker room like, what is going on here? How has that just happened? Yeah, how has that just happened?
Somebody was watching.
Yeah, it was like,
he had a spy.
It's like that. Who was in my changes watching me do that, going to tell him I was
there was a little hole.
Yeah, he was like, what? Who was in my changes? Human.
Oh man.
But yeah, we'll wrap it up there anyway, Ange, and just tell everyone where to find you on your Twitter, your Instagram, any website, anything like that. Tell everyone where to find you.
You can find me at Angie Overkill on Instagram and Twitter. And I have a TikTok, but I don't want people to go to it.
See, that's something that I have no clue about. You know, I made one after a fought, just because a few people said to me, "Oh, you should make TikTok," and I just don't understand it.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's very
I'm not doing
weird.
all that to no camera. With
yeah,
you know what I mean? So like, I'm not doing nothing like that. No, I just put normal videos up. I'm not doing all that. Like that sound for birds or females can do that. That's all good. I'm not doing all this on a camera. You know what I mean?
But that would go viral on TikTok. Like just
and I'd get terrored in Liverpool. I'd get me life terrorised. Oh, I would. You couldn't do that.
You just need to get your producers to cut that out and put it on your TikTok. That's all you need to do. Put a cool song
we'll get some edits to bang on the TikTok. I always forget to do it though. I'll put something on my Insta because like I just know what to do with that. And I'll go to myself, I'll put that on TikTok. 3 days later I'll go, oh shit, and I've put that on TikTok.
Put that on TikTok.
I don't think I've put nothing on it for a week, but you're not going to tell everyone your TikTok then, no? No,
it's Overkill Hill on TikTok.
I was gonna say you can't be scared to tell everyone.
No, go to it. I dare you.
But thank you for watching, everyone. As always, this was episode 20 of Chattin' Pony with Paddy the Baddy from San Diego. Shout out to the Urban Water Company as well.